Just breathing your day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle a flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exile. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Of course, I start choking like 30 seconds before this song is supposed to end. Hello, good morning, happy Monday from me and my mean smirk. I'm sorry I've ghosted everybody. All right, I can't say hi to everybody just yet, but I will go in and say hi. I'm going through something. I am. I have tried to fake it till I've made it. I've done it all, right? Like, I'm a pretty positive person, but I don't know, my body's changing. Nobody seriously prepares you for perimenopause and what the fuck it's going to do to your brain. Like, I don't know. And then I've been telling myself, they're like, oh, it's not that bad. But there's some days where I am just sad and there's no reason why. None. Anything could make me cry. Somebody could breathe wrong and I cry. Some days I'm really mad and everything's annoying me. I feel insane. And anyways, so I feel like every week it's a new challenge and something's being thrown at me. And I feel like my body is one big battery, right? And every day I get a certain amount of usage out of it, like a certain amount of charge. Like, picture me one big charger, okay? And every morning it refills. And then every morning, first thing when I wake up, there's all these things trying to plug into me. And then it's draining my battery. And then I have all these things I need to do. But I'm just so fucking tired because my battery's been drained. I don't know if anybody can relate to this. I have no idea. Maybe I am insane. But what I do know is the other day I was feeling all emotional and I was going to fire up a live stream. And I don't know, I was very just emotional. That is the best word I could describe. And I was going to sob. And then I'm like, let me just hold off. And if I still feel like this, I could come live and quit life and quit YouTube and quit this world. And I held off. And instead, do you want to know what I found? A perimenopause Reddit. I'm still not looking at my chat, so I don't even know if you guys could hear me at this point, but I'm on a roll, so just let me go with it. And it turns out that a bunch of different women are feeling exactly the same way as I am. They feel insane. They feel sad for no reason. They feel angry for no reason. They feel exhausted all the time. Their body's changing. Their mind is changing. Their skin is changing. Their hair is changing. And it made me feel like I didn't need a 5150, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just, it's crazy because so many people go through it, but I feel like you don't really understand how bad it is until you start going through it. And even then, you'll question yourself and your sanity and if you're imagining things. And it's scary. Like, I don't want to cry right now, but I just don't feel like myself. And nothing I do makes me feel like myself. Anyways, if you'll just hang in there with me a little bit longer, I have some appointments and hopefully they'll take my what I'm going through seriously and put me on like that HRT and whatever else. So, what I do know is that I can either sit all alone in this and keep avoiding people and avoiding my channel, um, or I could be productive through it and I could get myself out of my own pity party. And I think that's what I'm going to choose to do. So, I'm going to be live a lot more because I can't do this anymore. I can't, whatever I'm doing is not fucking working. Okay. Like, it's just not. I feel more alone than ever. I feel isolated, and it's nobody's fault but my own. Sitting around feeling sorry for myself isn't working. Sitting around with my own thoughts isn't working. So we're gonna do what I've done before, and we're gonna stay busy. Anyways, I think I'm done crying. I think I'm done crying. Happy Monday. I've avoided this topic. I know it's Memorial Day, but people will say Happy Memorial Day, and I'm like, I don't feel that that's not if you say it's wrong, but I feel weird saying Happy Memorial Day because it's a day we're supposed to remember those who are not here anymore because they fought for the freedoms that we have today. But I am aware that a lot of people have today off and a lot of people choose to spend it with family. So while you're celebrating today, think of the freedoms we have and how big of a sacrifice that was made for those freedoms. And think of the families too. Because I feel like the families are oftentimes forgotten about, and that must really fucking suck. Anyways, let me say hello to you guys, and we're going to go to Twitter. You're not alone. Literally, every woman goes through it. Oh, it's terrible. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like when I was 50 and I thought it was going to be the time of my life because, you know, I had done my time bleeding every month for however many years. Feels like most of my life at this point. Anyways, I thought it was going to be one big celebration. And it feels like a funeral. That's the best way I could describe it. Like, there is not one part that's joyous about this phase. Like, I'm hot and I'm cold. And there's no point in doing your hair and makeup because you're going to sweat it all off. Like, how is it possible to be sweating and cold at the same fucking time? That's me every night. I can't sleep. My heart races. My mind races. There is this never ending feeling of impending doom. I don't even know care if we talk about foodie at this point. We could just talk about this so we feel less. I don't know. We'll eventually get to it, maybe. But, like, damn. I don't know what's worse, bleeding every month still, or feeling like you're insane and everybody looking at you like you're insane because you can't decide if you're happy or sad or mad. Hello, redheaded stepchild. As a woman, you're taught about periods, pregnancy, but never about menopause. Yeah, I feel like that needs to change. Like, I want everybody to know just how fucking miserable it is. Your life will suck, okay? It sucks. Remember, like, if you've ever been pregnant before, when you didn't know you were pregnant yet, or even like there's this part I remember, like, I felt sick all the time and I felt emotional. And then once I found out I was pregnant, it kind of all made sense, right? Anyways, it's like that, but there's no joy of a baby coming. I feel sick all the time. Like, I don't feel good. Not one day do I wake up feeling amazing. One day it's my throat, one day it's my head, one day it's my back, one day it's my big toe. Like one day it's my left butt cheek. For whatever reason, my boobs just start hurting for no reason whatsoever, like a stabbing pain. Okay. Turns out that's all perimenopausal symptoms. So if you're having that, you might be in this phase too. Anyways, I feel like you see, like looking back, you see the warnings that you're getting into it. But I don't know. I was so naive, ignorant. Those were the times. This fucking sucks. All right. Anyways, I couldn't handle it anymore. I've been in menopause since the age of 22. I'm a pro at menopause, and everything gets worse. Like I'm sorry, men who are listening. Like, just deal with it, okay? Your periods get so much worse, and they just come whenever the fuck they want to. And I don't know how I'm still alive at this point. These are the things that are, anyways. Kathy, for me, it's the insomnia. I was always a night owl, but now I never sleep. At least now it's not such a taboo topic. More people are talking about it. It needs to be talked about more. I might even change this title. So if somebody out there is like 43 and wondering if you're losing your damn mind, you're not alone. There is help out there. So yeah, I have appointments. I can't keep going like this. Like, I don't know. It's very hard to explain. When I go through things, I never take my own advice and like tell people what I'm like. My boyfriend knows, obviously. Like, I tell him, but like for the most part, I isolate and I want to go through it alone. And I don't know why that is, but it's like, I don't know if I don't want to burden people with what I'm going through because other people have other things. I don't know what it is. But for whatever reason, like I isolate and then people think I no longer like them or this or that. Like, if you're out there and I haven't replied to you, I love you and I will, I promise. It's a me problem. It's a me thing. Like I'm ghosting appointments right now for the most part, like all kinds of things. It's like, I don't know. When you're constantly feel like, I don't know, walking on the eggshells with yourself is the right wording, but that's the best way I could describe it. Like I'm constantly on edge. And so it's hard for me to maintain things right now. Then I'm getting like overwhelmed easily, right? Anyways, if you're feeling all these things, go talk to your doctor. I have 2 appointments coming up because you don't have to go through this alone, right? Like I thought what they had done to initially help me was enough, but I don't think I was very honest about how severe my problems are right now, right? At the same time, like, and I don't know what this fear is. Like, you think if you're talking to a doctor that they won't judge, and I'm not saying that they would, but like, I think they're just going to think I'm crazy. I don't know. It's like a valid fear. Maybe because I'm for myself, I'm not even sure I'm not crazy right now. Hormones are assholes. They're crazy. And when they're out of whack, you are out of whack. It's insane how that works. I always thought menopause was for 50 and over. Well, no, because your body starts preparing before actual menopause, which is perimenopause, right? Hopefully it doesn't get much worse than this. Oh my gosh. Tell me perimenopause is the worst part. Give me some hope here, people. Hey, Suzanne, I don't know your age, but I'm 50 and dealt with similar symptoms 2 to 3 years ago. Regarding your period, get checked if you have fibroma, take iron, magnesium, and folic acid. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you. My mother was 38 when she went through it. Really, I pulled in and became such a recluse over the years that is very normal, unfortunately. Can that breezy? Oh, sorry. Hold on. I was yapping. Oh, hold on. I'm almost scared to mention my Venmo because people will think we're sharing my Venmo because I didn't necessarily want to announce it yet because I'm so insane lately, but I want to snipe again. I plan on sniping again. So during the day is my peak meanness. So it's not going to be like a 2 a.m. snipe or things like that. But if she's live in the morning, in the afternoon, I want to hop on and do that. I miss hanging out with you guys. I know she wasn't always interesting, But there was times where she was boring, and sometimes we would have some of the most meaningful conversations, and I felt like a better person leaving the live stream, not because we watched Foodie, because I had a conversation with you guys. And I think those conversations would be very beneficial to me right now. But anyways, those are my big plans to snipe again. Again, life is a little different right now. I have a little Coco who doesn't give me 6 hours a piece, but like we could do 3, 4 hours, and whatever we end up leaving on, um, we can recap the next morning and do it how we used to. And I think that'll help me feel like me again too. I don't know, like right now, I feel like I don't recognize my life and even me. I don't know. Like what I used to enjoy, I don't. What I used to want to do, I don't. But let's get back into that, right? All right, let me share my screen. Thank you guys for listening to me too. Yeah, when I take a whole iron pill, it makes me sick, and I don't know why. But like a half, I've been doing not every day, but like every other day. I'm always borderline anemic, like always on the border. It also seems to get worse this time of year. Hormonal fluctuations often happen more often in spring and early summer. So, yes, it does get better. I needed to hear that. Do you, if you have gone through it or you're going through it, do you look back and I have so much sympathy for my mother. I don't know how she handled 2 children like while going through this stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know how she did it all. I'm going to give her a hug later today. That's what I'm going to do. We can make, hey, Aaron, we can make her lives entertaining. Maybe a bingo or other off topics to chit chat and look up. Just some ideas. Okay, so I like those ideas. I happen to know a weird amount about what happened with this LCU. Not that I want to cover it, but I'm saying I learned a lot of gossip from these streams. Have you guys heard about the paradise stuff that's going on? I tried to fall down the rabbit hole and it was too weird even for me. Um, I don't know, maybe I'll become interested again today though. My feelings change constantly. I will say that. So I tried to look into it, and it's this man named Stefan who I guess started a BBW community where apparently I learned this from Foxy Mom, and she is on Lol Cow Bus, right? And apparently she was part of the community, the Paradise community. And she even has video evidence of her hanging out with that Stefan dude. And apparently he would always try to rub her belly. And he has a lot of money because he invented a button or something that turns a car into a convertible. You know, I don't know what the actual button is called. Anyways, apparently he has all this money, which is how he has a mansion, but he would make the women pay for everything. So I know there's a lot of allegations. I haven't dove far enough to go into detail about that stuff. I mean, I noticed a trend with him touching everybody. So, anyways, it's a crazy story. And it turns out that all these people, like that Zhao person that Emily buys gifts for and allegedly feeds and all that stuff, she was a part of the community. Foodie Beauty was just defending this Stefan person the other day. Anyways, there's so many interesting things that are happening outside of Chantal, right? So when she gets boring, there's constantly stuff on Twitter where we can go down rabbit holes, or I could tell you guys weird LCU stuff I heard. I hate watch. I do. I do. I'm a hate watcher. That is what I am. I saw he was watching Katie the other day. Hey, Tammy. Say, I'm amazed my mom didn't say anything. Remember when we thought our moms were all just acting crazy for no reason? Like, this is what they were going through. This is what they were going through. Hey, Penny, good to see you. The rumor is it Stefan or Steve? I think it's Stefan, right? He was in Foodie's chat around 2020, and he's even purchased a cameo. I don't think he's ever left because she was defending him. And it's very much on brand. It's very much foodie beauty to defend like the worst people, right? Hi, Tammy. Thank you for being here. I saw he was watching Katie the other day. Yeah, Katie likes him, and he will come on her channel and talk about himself. And I can't believe how he treated the family. Wait, what? I'm so lost. Hi, Grunge. I've been a silent viewer for a while, but I love your channel. Just wanted to say that menopause does get worse. I'm sorry, not trying to discourage you. Just tell me that there's this part where it's gonna get suck, but I'm gonna feel amazing after and be like, this was all worth it. Like, I think that's what I need to know. You know what I mean? That the suffering, that there's a point to it. And I know there is, but sometimes we just need to hear it. Like, sometimes we just need to hear it. It's okay. And I'd rather you be realistic. Like, right? I don't want to be told, like, oh, you only have a year more of suffering and things are going to be great. And then meanwhile, 10 more years, I'm half dead. So, anyways, my mom was 38 when she went through it. I'm trying to remember when my mom did. I know it was before 50. I'll have to ask her. Yes, sweetie, you will get better. There are good days and there are bad days. But as soon as you get some treatment, it will 100% get better. That's what I was reading. That a lot of people have had success and feel so much better after weeks of being on HRT. So, hopefully that's an option for me. I'm hoping. And yeah, I noticed there'd be like a chunk of there will be like a chunk of days where it's just I feel like shit. And then there's a few days I'm like, oh, life isn't so bad. And then it's like I'm on a roller coaster and I have a high and then a low. It sucks for a while, but it will get better. Thank you for the people. I wonder why Katie hasn't hit him up for a free trip to come to Vegas and party for a weekend on his dime. Okay, so Katie likes him. The Paradise guy, Stefan. He'll come to the channel and talk about himself. Isn't Foxy having his baby mama or somebody on? I think that's happening. I don't know. There's a part of me where I'm like, this is so fucking weird. But then the other side of me is that's exactly why I like it because it's so fucking weird. This is interesting. So I think I'm probably going to be a viewer of all this stuff. Probably. I could see it happening. Anyways, all right, let's get into Chantal stuff. She's been absolutely insane. Her chat is full of racists, and she defends them. I honestly feel gross even repeating the things that YouTube Lover was saying, but he's calling her chat animals, but for a very specific reason, like to hurt, to offend, all of that. Like it wasn't just these people acting like bitches, right? Like it was horrible. And they made repeated comments. And then Chantel stepped up for them. So YouTube Lover must give her a whole lot of money outside of here. He's also been making homophobic comments. This is what he was calling a gay man up here. This is her chat calling him out. YouTube Lover said that whole word exchange is there for everyone to read too. Go ahead and read it. Anyways, they stand by what they say. Chantel stands by them. Teardrop, it got so bad. Teardrop was saying, I don't even want to be here today. And then Teardrop said, and then the mods get blamed constantly for not blocking someone. Then if we do, they say we are wrong. YouTube Lover said, literal, why do you care if I talk about Gorlick anyways? I think you have a crush on Gorlick, and I find it so odd. Out of all the things that have come out about him, why anybody would still want him, but nobody talks about Gorlick bread as much as YouTube Lover talks about Gorlick bread. Isn't it a bit weird? And then I find the most homophobic people are secretly gay. That's it. It's true. They hate what they are and they can't come to terms with it. So YouTube Lover, you're in love with Gorlick. You need to just shoot him a DM. He's went through all his options on YouTube, so I would say you have a pretty good chance, okay? YouTube Lover said, Chantel, you're more than welcome to go back and pull up any exchange I've had with all three of those heifers. Anyways, literal, why do you care if I talk about Gorlick anyway? That's fucking weird. Are you Gorlick? Never mind. I'm done with you dummies. I think you're hoping that's Gorlick. Fondue said YouTube lover be a racist, homophobic, misogynistic twat. Teardrop making the racism about her, and Chantel clearly willing to lose her chat and donations to keep YouTube lover. So tell me why she refuses to keep them blocked. YouTube lover, you are a pissy ass bully bitch. I don't even think I retweeted the comment that YouTube lover said. I saw it going around Twitter, but it's disgusting. And they can't say, I'm not saying that you act that way. It's a racist term. Anyways, Yup posted this. It really does look like you're wearing a fat suit, Foodie Beauty. I guess this is from Kiwi Farms. It legit looks like she's wearing a fat suit. She looks like one of those inflatable costumes. Like one of the sumo suits or like a hippo, maybe. She looks like she's full of hot air, and if you poked her with a pin, she would fly off into the sunset and land in a tree or something. I bet there's a lot of creeps in her chat. She'd lose half her chat if her laptops were looked at. Well, if you think about what she's allowed before when she had Sasa up on her live stream and she was letting her chat goon to the child, there were people in her chat asking her to pull up the shirt. And Chantel allowed that and then continued to put it up on her channel. I think she's involved in some bad stuff. Like, if you think about even our thumbnail, if you've seen it, you've seen it. I don't even want to go too much into it because it's so fucking disgusting. It seems like every few days more pictures are coming out of Chantel kissing her cat's asshole. Like, one time she could have went with it was a mistake, right? Like, more than 3 times, it's a habit. She's doing it all the time. Like, how do you accidentally constantly do that? I have never kissed my dog's asshole. Never. Not once. And then if you think about the other things so much has been coming out on Twitter. I can't remember how much I shared, so I'm just going to speak from what I remember. And if we come across it, we come across it. People started pointing out how she's doing this all the time now. Like, she's obviously doing this for somebody. And then they were remembering how she used to talk about massaging Julia. Her and Salah would massage her with an eraser when she was in heat or with their feet. Like, that's not normal. Most of us don't want our animals to go through heat. Nobody in their right mind thinks of helping to relieve their animal instead of just spaying them. Nobody in their right mind kisses their animal's asshole, no matter how much you love them, okay? Animals cannot consent. Anyways, all this, I remember how she used to kiss her hamster's balls repeatedly. Like, this woman is a pervert. She's a pervert. And if she tries to deny any of this, it's all on YouTube. You can even find it Reddit, Kiwi Farms if you have to. Hate to shout them out, but if you're stumbling across this live stream and you want proof, it is all out there. All out there. Hey, Nessa, she's missing. Oh, yeah. Somebody said under the photo of her kissing her cat's ass, I bet she did that to Salah. Oh my God, I almost died. Anyways, Foodie Beauty has been raging. She made a community post. I think she's calling this woman ugly, but I think she's pretty. She says there's nothing, wait, they left a comment. There's nothing that says beauty. Their name is Fam Damley. There's nothing that says beauty with you anymore. I know for a fact that your man is laughing at you behind your back. We really had a laugh at this house. We don't use oil or butter. Don't be jealous, Foodie. But your so-called husband is another woman's man. And then Foodie says, there's nothing that says beauty with you anymore. Have a look on it, Joan. And I suppose you think my husband would? What? Prefer a woman with your warm, inviting, youthful gaze? Psst. I mean, she's prettier than you. She has hair, nice skin. She looks cute in glasses. Just saying. Salt and Seth said, does Chins not realize that she looks like someone's mama? I think she looks like she escaped a psych ward. Like if I saw her waddling down my street, I would probably call non-emergency and say, I think somebody has escaped the psych ward. That is what exactly what I was. Something looks wrong with her. It looks like she's a danger to herself and others, not this woman, Chantal. Suzanne, she's wearing nice glasses. Reminds me that I need a new pair. I think they're nice too. My daughter has this spiffy pair, and I think they're so cool. I forget what they're called, but you go out in the sun and then they transition, or maybe they're called transition glasses. I don't know. They turn into, well, the lens can change colors, and then I feel like they even kind of turn into like a sunglass almost. I could be wrong about that and imagining that, and maybe they just change colors, but I feel like they transition and you can tell when it happens, and they're very cool. I told you she can't ever accidentally break them because, yeah. Salah says hygiene. She smells bad. She's wearing nice glasses. I dumped my ex for massaging a chicken carcass before cooking it way too much. Oh no. I don't know. That makes me so uncomfortable. Anyways, people are reporting Chantal for all her things that she's been doing. She's been eating nonstop and large amounts. She's been calling people hateful names, definitely being abusive, being disgusting with her cat. She assaults her cat on her live streams. I'm just going to call it what it is. Doc Remy said Chantel is back live on Kick after seeing a movie and she's channeling Peter Griffin. Okay, hold on. Let's go into that. She addresses the other woman.
Like, it's always these friggin' women who look like the scarecrow from fucking Wizard of Oz with depression fucking making these comments about me and my husband. It's always the fucking same. Well, we know for a fact that your husband is cheating on you. And what do you think? He's enamored with you? Who the hell do you think you are? I think I'm very more warm and inviting looking than you. That
Okay, I just want to get your opinion. Take a long, hard look at this woman right here. And let's go back to the lady with the nice glasses. Fam Damily. If you had to walk up to one person to ask for directions to somewhere, who would you ask? I'm going with Fam Damily. She needs to be continued to be reported. Oh, she will be. She's been raging. I think I have some of it. Hold on, maybe I didn't go back far enough. Look, he said there's nothing warm or inviting about her. She's delusional about that. Also, the baby voice and the disgusting things she does. No. And ma'am, your face card has expired and is rotting away now. Look at yourself without filters. Oh, yes, warm and inviting right here. I think she looks like she would eat me in my sleep. Like, give me something to make me pass out long and hard. Like, she would roofie me and then eat me. And that's just what I picture. Lee Smith said she's such a weirdo. She never understands anything. Nobody wants her shriveled dick husband, silly woman. We all know he's cheating on you. The only one who doesn't know is you. Cheryl said it's so funny that she's the tree lady and the scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz, yet she accuses others of being that way. She really thinks that she's more warm and inviting than other women. No, you're not. She pets her cat strange. Remember, was it a couple months ago? She kept doing this hand gesture to her cat who was in heat. And it sure looked a certain type of way to me. I mean, I hate talking about it, but pretending it didn't happen doesn't help BG. I'm saying that for me because, like, these topics sometimes, like, I don't like animal abuse. I don't like people who sexually abuse cats or assault them or neglect them. I don't like talking about it. I don't like knowing that there's people out there that exist. It really bothers me. But again, like, they don't have a voice, right? And I think it's uncomfortable talking about it. Imagine how uncomfortable it is going through it. So the only thing I can do is force myself to sit with the discomfort. Like for the people, he told me this morning, he's like, I always ask him every morning for thumbnail and like title ideas when I can't think of them, right? So he's like, put Foodie Beauty assaulted our cat. And I'm like, geez. And he was like, well, it's true. And I'm like, it is. I was like, but that's so heavy for first thing in the morning. Meanwhile, I start my live stream crying, saying I don't feel like myself. I don't feel normal. And like, hello, I started it heavy anyways. Anyways, it is the truth. She assaults her cat. Animals can't consent. I think she's doing it for somebody. These are all my opinions, which I am allowed to have, Foodie Beauty. Her hijab is so tight. It is. Hold on. I want to go back in time for a minute and make sure I didn't miss any of her rage. I don't think I did. I think I just had to wait like 2 minutes longer and I would have got to it. But I'm very impatient. So there's that. She went out to eat, and I know she was drinking from the gravy boat. She's at a posh restaurant doing that. Oh my God, I hope they threw it away. She has herpes, by the way. I don't think there's enough disinfectant in the world for the strains that she's got. This whole thing, she's part of a documentary about this paradise place, and she wasn't even involved in it. I don't know. Anyways, all right. She went out in Ottawa. Okay. I don't think I missed the rage. I just needed to wait a little bit longer. Hopefully, you guys don't have anywhere to be for the next hour because we're going to be doing a messy recap. It might be short, it might be long. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood and I'm kind of starting to enjoy myself right now. Like the impending doom has slightly lifted now that I voiced it to people. This is why they tell you not to hold shit in. Like the power of just people knowing, hey, I'm going through this. Hey, I might not seem like myself right now, but I'm hoping to get better. Like it took the weight of the world off my shoulders. I'm not saying that I feel normal or better. Like I still feel psychotic. I still feel that if I stare at my dog too long, I might cry and not leave the bed for 3 days. Um, but But if you're struggling out there and you think isolating is the way to do it, don't. Because I promise you, like the thoughts, like I'm not saying something bad was going to happen to me, but I'm saying if you go through perimenopause, you'll get this. Like the thoughts I've been having aren't exactly normal. Um, and it's scary and you feel alone, right? But, anyways, just the power of telling somebody, hey, I love life, but for some reason I can't seem to actually enjoy it right now. Like, I don't know. It'll make you feel better. Talk to somebody, voice it, don't hold it in. That shit's like cancer and it eats at you. Okay. You will spiral all by yourself and you don't need to do it. Anyways, welcome to ADHD and also I don't know, being me and my brain and finally realizing things this many years down the road that this is why they say to speak when you're feeling a certain type of way. Anyways, now we could carry on. Paranoid. Hey, Lori. Good, exactly. That's why I said you can vent anytime. It's better to get it out than keep it in. Talk to us. We love you. I think here's the thing. And if you have lived a crazy life before, you'll get this. Like, I get scared saying, hey, I'm sad, hey, I'm depressed, hey, I'm going through something because it makes automatically everybody worry about me, right? Like, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? And like, my sobriety is not even at risk. Like, that's not even something I'm considering, right? Because for me, I'm at least self aware enough to know that while I feel like shit right now, like, if I were to drink or use, I'm going to feel worse. It's not going to help anything, right? You know, it will help going to the doctor and telling him honestly what I'm going through. Anyways, I don't like all the extra like stress of everybody like, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure you're okay? It's like, yes, I'm fucking okay. This is stressing me out though. So, anyways, but I also need to let people love me and worry about me, right? Like they care. And that's okay. And that's okay. Hello, Mandy. She was the one that said there should be sex. Yes, she did say she wanted to get her cat a sex toy. And she wonders why animal control shows up. I heard she didn't even let them in. She said she was cleared. Didn't they just leave a notice at her door? I hope. I'm not encouraging anybody to go in real life, but if you are seriously concerned about a cat being abused in any way, shape, or form, um, include clips. The hand gestures, the sex toy talk, the asshole kissing. While it's uncomfortable to screen record that stuff, and you can delete it right off your phone as soon as you send it to whoever needs to see it, she can't deny video proof. And she could delete, but there's so many people who screen record her shit right now. You can find everything she does somewhere. Most of the times, I don't know who needs to hear this. If you are iffy about joining Twitter, you don't have to talk to anybody, okay? If you don't want to, if you don't want the stress of peopling, search the Foodie Beauty hashtag at any given time of the day. Somebody is sniping her, reacting to her, clipping her. There's some sort of gossip from Reddit, Kiwi Farms, or wherever, okay? You'll always know what's going on by the Foodie Beauty hashtag. Anyways, I think we heard this about addressing the other woman. Van Damely or whatever her name is, much more warm and inviting than you. And she looks clean and like she smells like Chanel. That's just what I assume. Doesn't she look like she smells like Chanel? Anyways, Piggy posted this and said disgusting.
That wasn't my waiter. I had two of them, by the way. There was one guy at first, and then there was another guy that came out after. Fried chicken. Sorry.
Ma, good to
That
see
wasn't my
you.
waiter. I had two of them, by the way. There was one guy at first, and then there was another guy that came out after.
Do you think she likes eating her boogers because they're Coke boogers? Have you seen anybody eat their boogers? Rojo said she has to use her pinky because her other sausage fingers are too big. I think one day she's going to poke a hole right through her nose. The way she digs up in there, I couldn't do that in my nose. I have one spot in my nose from all my things that I used to sniff where, like, I think if I had done it much longer, I would have put a hole straight through it. Like it's mush at one point. Anyways, if I attempted to do what Foodie Beauty did, I would give myself one of those piercings. I can't think of what it's called. It's not a bowl piercing. What the fuck is it called? Well, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I don't think it's called bowl piercing, but that's the only thing I could think of. Samantha said she's a disgusting cow. Who does this? My kids never did this, and I have 4. Yes, Chantal, keep on telling us how guys want you and your husband is okay with this behavior. You're definitely not right in the head. I feel like every kid goes through, I don't know, you stop it the first time you see it happening, where a kid picks their nose and looks like they're going to eat it. You go, no, 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 and you stop it. You nip it right in the bud right there. Nobody ever stopped Chantal and told her we don't eat our boogers. Her mother seriously failed her. I understand it's not the parents' fault for a lot of what kids do, right? Like a lot of what I did, my mother did her best, okay? But what I do know plays a part is enabling. And I was enabled for a little bit. And we all know that. And we all talk about it. You know, it's just, I think every mom wants to do their best. And in a lot of ways, like, for example, if there's not another parent in the child's life, like you try to make up for it. You don't like saying no. You try to get them everything they could possibly want and need. I don't know. If you get it, you get it, right? If you've been there, you've been there. Anyways, and then at some point, they all realize, or we all realize, that like we're creating monsters by giving our children every single thing that they want and need, right? I hate using that word, but it's true. When you constantly give in to your child, you create a little monster. You do. That happened to me. Anyways, enabling is a real thing. But once you realize you do it, you usually stop it. I just don't think Foodie's family wants to deal with her. Which I get it too, because some people can only try so much. But I feel like a mother's love is supposed to be forever, and you never truly give up on your kid, right? Like, if this is what your child had become, wouldn't you start wanting to do things differently? I don't know. Holly Go Heavy said, when it comes to Foodie Beauty's entire chat or the one racist person, she will always pick the one racist person. And that's why she immediately laughed when she read that YouTube lover referred to several people as this word right here, where these people stick together like the losers they are.
Referencing people as monkeys? I don't think he meant like, I think he meant everybody. Like the monkey behavior.
Septum, yes.
Referencing people as monkeys? I don't think he meant like, I think he meant everybody. Like the monkey behavior.
Friendly reminder, YouTube Lover's name is not really YouTube Lover. I just refuse to say it the way that they meant it. I'm sick of her. Somebody pointed out how when people were calling Salah salad, she was claiming racism. It's funny what she picks and chooses, right? YouTube Lover calling people this word right here isn't, but people calling Salah salad is. Fondu said, I cannot fathom talking to my paying members and supporters like this and expect them to return day after day. Chantal Sereau is a racist, homophobic bigot who is abusive to her viewers, supporters, her family, her fake husband, Pete, and her cat, and Kick allows it.
Block you all if you don't shut the fuck up. Who are you calling monkeys? What are they talking about? I feel like a lot of you people like gang up on YouTube Lover and y'all don't like them and you like try to accuse them of being racist even before that. Acting like monkey, unless it's directed directly at a black person, doesn't mean it's racist. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god, all of you ganging up, just fucking leave then. Y'all are started shit. Just fucking leave then if you're mad. I don't think YouTube Lovers are racist. That's it. So if you don't like that, just fucking leave. Whatever. Stop ganging up on them and just fucking leave. I called garlic monkey, exactly. Actually, I saw that YouTube Lover. So you guys just try to like cause shit. We don't need you in the chat. You made fucking teardrop leave. And I'm gonna block you all if you don't shut the fuck up. Annoying as hell. You're like children. Grow up. Okay, so ignore him then. Who are you calling monkeys? What are they talking about?
I was a young single mom. In the end, the kids turned out to be great adults and make me proud. I made many parenting mistakes. Everybody does. We all do. One thing I do know is we all do our best, right? And we do what we think is right at the time. And then looking back, we're like, okay, I could have done this differently or that differently. I don't know. I'm feeling very open right now, maybe because I'm feeling a bit better. I made the mistake of trying to overcompensate with what I had done before in my life, like by, I don't know, getting my child everything, even if I couldn't afford it. Like I would have sold a kidney and stuff like that. And then there was times too, she didn't ask for stuff, but I was constantly buying gifts. Like I was trying to almost buy back what I had done. And then something, I don't know, spoke to me. Something happened and I realized like what she needs is your time, attention, you being present, you being healthy, right? Like that's what she needs. Like you can buy all the gifts in the world. It's never going to make up for what you did, but what you do today can, right? Like sitting with her and just listening, right? Anyways, there's no manual. There's no book that tells us what to do and what to prevent. And what I do know is one day when our kids are adults and have their own children, they'll realize that we all did our best. Like, I don't know, I finally realized that in my old hormonal age is like looking back. I used to be so mad at my mom for certain things that she did, but like truly she was just doing her best and what she thought was right. And I love her so much for that. I do. Not only talking to them like that day after day, but the content is exactly the same day after day. She does nothing. She doesn't deserve an audience. But here's the thing. What I do know is a majority of her chat are hate watchers now and trolls. Like there's maybe 4 people who actually like her. Everybody else just wants to see her fail. and they're making her, not making her, you can't make her do anything. But she's very easy to play, and they're having her do things, and getting her upset, and what, not having her do things. You know what I'm trying to say? They're fucking with her so people have more things to report. There was a whole lot of words for me just trying to say that. This is her reflection. She no longer fits on this scooter. Oh my gosh. It looks like a computer chair. Doesn't it? Like that's the scooter, right? Yes. Does that not look like an office chair that's way too small for her? Like, I don't know, you got your child a tiny little office chair so they could sit next to you when you're working, and Foodie Beauty tried to squeeze onto it. That's exactly what it looks like. By the way, we have a clip of the sounds the scooter is making now, and I understand it. It's gonna die. But you know, it had a good run. It gave its all. It did. It will always be remembered. That's the scooter too small for her. It's tiny. It's a Polly Pocket scooter. Carly said, oof, what a sight. The blob. Oh, that's what she looks like. Okay, somebody edit this onto a very small office chair and put a hijab on the blob, and that will be Chantel. There you go. Michael Furberger, if you're listening, now's your chance. Sassy Cat said, step aside, haters. Foodie Beauty is prettier than the woman claiming dibs on Scat Boy. Okay.
It's the audacity to think, like, to even write that comment when you look like that. You're telling a woman who's prettier than you that their husband doesn't want them. I don't understand that. But whatever.
If you wanted you, why aren't you still in Syria? Girl Scout said Foodie Beauty has one, or possibly all of these conditions when it comes to her opinions on her looks: filter dysmorphia, reverse body dysmorphia, denial and confabulation, okay. Well, that word right here, anasognizos, anososgnog, I can't say it. Anyways, whatever that is. Anosognosia. No, I tried. Anyways, people thought this was a vibrator, but I think it's one of those massage gun thingies. But I have an idea what she's using it for, because what I do know is they come with an extension. I actually used one on my that was bad timing, on my back yesterday. It's so cool. Okay. So my dad got it for like Christmas or whatever, but he gets gifts, so then I don't know if he saves them for a rainy day or what. But I don't know. He got it for Christmas a million years ago and he never used it. So anyways, it came out of the box finally yesterday. And then I attached the little attachment, and then I was massaging my back, and boy, was that a good time. I think it's the only way Foodie Beauty can reach. It's not a microphone. I thought it was at first. I'm like, is she doing karaoke in her room for her feeders? Singing over a cheeseburger? Oh, Silly It's Lily said, I have to believe it's karaoke microphone because the owner of this item is... Jeez. How Hypocrisy said it's air freshener. Someone had spotted that a few weeks back in another spot already. I'll die on the hill that she hasn't libido left. Big Bertha said, if you saw that reflection, you'd think something really bad was in your home, and you'd be correct. I would call a priest if I saw this reflection in my home, and I would move out immediately, and I would take to the hills and live in a tent. That is what I would do. Les Nessman said she would rather have air fresheners all over her house to spray herself with than actually wash clothes and get a shower. Doc Remy said, please tell me why it's on the couch. I don't know. What is it, you guys? Air freshener? That's air fresh? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Let's move on. No circulation, no libido. True. Ronaldo. Hello. Why does she always have to mention look? She looks awful and her personality is a turd as well. I think she's filtered herself so much she truly believes that's what she looks like and she doesn't know how hideous she is. You know how sometimes like I could look in the mirror and I could see whatever I see, right? I don't need to go into detail. Um, and in my eyes, I look worse than I probably actually look. And then there's Chantel who thinks she looks like Kate Moss or something. It's wild how that works. It is. All right, I know we get into her live stream from last night. Hold on. Blue Eyed Leo said YouTube lovers, the scum of the earth, talking and calling someone going through cancer treatment a wicked rat. Stephanie, yes, I listened to a couple of them. One is missing her two breasts from having a double mastectomy, but has the free time and joyous spirit to complain about Chantel for no reason. Mind you, she's going through radiation, but has the time. She's a wicked rat, rotten. You're disgusting. And this is who Foodie Beauty defends. Well, you know, Foodie Beauty talks so much about karma and things that you say and you do. YouTube lover, you should be really careful with your words. It turns out they're pretty powerful. Blue Eyed Leo said YouTube lover shows his true colors here, making fun of a lady fighting cancer. Blue Eyed Leo said YouTube lover, karma may not be good for you. Truth Sayer said she's right, each and every word. Independent tit, ironic how your name came back. Oh my God, who is this? They're following me. I'm not following them back. When did they create their account? January 2026. Dee Dee is my bestie. I'm blocking you. They're disgusting. Is that Chantel Truth Sayer? These people are vile. Their comment about bad seed. Hold on. Oh, well, I just blocked him, so it's not going to come. But go back like, I don't know, 30 something seconds. Truth Sayer. It's somebody. Well, we know it's somebody. It's an account, but I don't know if it's Chantel. I don't know who it is, but they're disgusting. That's one of Foodie's sock accounts. No, it seems like it. Looks like a troll account. I'll go back. These people are vile. They are. It could be a can of air freshener. Yeah, once I looked harder, I could see the Febreze. I don't know if it was Febreze, but that's what it looked like. Chantel's ass was all over my timeline. She has been flashing it. Dee Dee's Fault said, so are we to believe those hands are able to get her baby wipes down the crack? They can't even reach to pull up her pants over her ass. That crack has to be filthy. Bubbles and Cheek said, I was scrolling and had to take a minute to figure out what I was looking at. I know. Sometimes you can't figure out, at least I have a hard time. Like, is that the back or the front? But in this case, I saw her ass enough times. I know what it is. It was flooding my timeline. And it said, nope, she can't reach anything. JM said she literally sprayed her ass with the bidet water, got up, did not wash hands, left her ass wet, and let her pants soak up the excess water. Just gross. Tell me what man would want that. Somebody who's into poo. But see, I don't even think Salah wants her. I think at one point the grift was worth it, and maybe some days like he'll play along for a couple extra $100. But we know he's mentally checked out and moved on. He didn't even know animal control had been to her house. Isn't that very telling? Sassy Cat said Foodie is on kick and blocking before a single word has even come out of her mouth. She is not in the mood today, defending YouTube lover, not doing the same drama as yesterday. Foodie is in a moody. All right, hold on. We're going to go through the thread recap of the rage. It's hard to distinguish sometimes because we use names associated to make a joke about them when they're avatars. This is true. Poo water all over the couch and bed. Ugh. Okay, this is from the 22nd. Hold on. What if Riders is Stefan? I'm just going through all her food thread. I lied. I needed to clip this. This is just from walking to the kitchen to the couch. Look at her face.
That's enough excitement for one day.
Well, BG, it looks like she probably won't be able to assault you for much longer. Animal control failed you. Swollen. Damn, look how red she is when she's blowing her nose. Hold on, I'm just doing a messy recap of this thread because we have far more recent things to cover, but I need you to see she's on death's door. Ew! Okay, hold on. She has bloody snot, and I just saw it all in the tissue, and oh, her couple's channel got remonetized, if anybody cares. Okay, I am done with this thread. Oh, that's nasty. Nicole said, do you know how fat you have to have your sideways profile be as big as, if not bigger than, a fucking dishwasher? Her stomachs are practically resting on her knees. You have some nerve talking about anybody's looks, okay? Your stomachs have a face and a mouth, and they're struggling to breathe. And it looks like they got Botox. Okay, so what I do know, I think this video she deleted or took down, right? The Taco Bell deleting Stefan. So we're going to watch a few clips from that because I think it's no longer there.
So annoyed. With this whole trailer I've seen of what year?
Okay, if you guys vape, I'd like to invite you to join me for these clips. I will be vapaging.
She has to investigate. She's like, who are you guys? This Escaping Paradise HBO special that's coming out. Have you guys seen it?
No. Well, yeah, now.
It's basically Paradise, Pearadise. It was the home of a man named Stefan. He's a man who really loves BBW women. Okay.
Why do they all have a certain look? Have you noticed that?
So annoyed. Have you guys seen it? It's basically Paradise, Pearadise. It was the home of a man named Stefan. He's a man who really loves BBW women. Okay. So annoyed.
He likes to feed them and rub their bellies and allegedly do things to them. Des Bunny said, I'm sure she's annoyed because we're all talking about it instead of paying attention to her. Yeah, she's been going off on Rosie. It seems mad that she seems more mad that Rosie's in it than anything. Oh my gosh.
You should open your mouth a little wider when you speak.
That seed said, report to Kick regarding Foodie Beauty. Pooh said, Pooh, how do we say Pow? Pooh? Oh wait, this one, me when FFG and all the hater reactor channels die in Minecraft, they said. I feel like all this wishing death and making fun of people with cancer is really going to bite them in the ass. What if with all this death talk, they're just summoning Foodie's death sooner? But they never thought of that. Hmm? Hmm? What I do know is everybody's reporting her. These people are disgusting. This is what her chat is and who she supports and accepts. And, anyways, but you out there, you're horrible for making fun of her, okay? You out there, you deserve all these horrible things to happen to you, fires, whatever else. But Chantal, who exploits children with disabilities and puts them up on her channel for creeps to goon to, Chantal, who assaults her kitten who can't consent, Chantal, who steals nursing kittens from their mother, you know, she is an angel, and don't you dare say a word about her, and don't you dare judge her. Kelly said on this episode of I'm a Pious Muslim.
So, you fucking retarded bitches, I see. And I hope you burn in hell. Because this makes them horny. So beyond that, kill me. I'm paid right now to talk shit to you. So, choke on it.
One day the smug is going to be wiped off your face, and I don't want to hear a word out of you crying for food and shelter or whatever else. You're going to be alone, all alone one day. I hope you're prepared for that. Will your husband take care of you when you're bedbound and you can't do anything for yourself? You can't wash yourself, brush your teeth, wipe. Will he be there for you? Let's see how much he loves you then. Chaos Rain said every time she's scooting about, I secretly pray that's the day she says the wrong thing to the wrong one. She loves to talk about how she'd do this right here, and I'd love to see it. Raised Octillion, she can't beat anybody up. That's the thing. The most, like, the advantage she would have is she could probably crush somebody with her weight. But can you imagine how easy it would be to trip her? She waddles. She's not steady on her feet, and if she goes over, she's going down like a giant tree in the forest. Dee Dee's Fault said one of these days. JM said she mad. Regina said, where'd she post this? Surely this goes against terms of service. You know, she's getting way too comfortable again. And you know what happens when you get comfortable on YouTube? You get demonetized. And they don't care how many times they demonetize you. I got comfortable. Let it be a lesson. I got comfortable. I liked my AI stuff I covered. And I knew other people were getting demonetized, and I got comfortable, right? Anyways, I'm saying this to say she's comfortable. She's eating large amounts again, saying things that's considered hate speech, and she thinks nothing's going to happen to her on YouTube or Kick. But a lot of people are mad at her between her cat burning its paw on the stove, and it still hasn't been to a vet. Between her kissing its asshole, making fun of people with cancer, all kinds of things, right? She's being reported left and right. Her life is going to suck. Things are uncomfortable when you're demonetized, and I don't have a shit ton of addictions like this woman. Can you imagine not having an income and being addicted to everything on the planet? No wonder why she has to sell her ass. I said what I said. All right, here's a recap. I believe this is from yesterday, or whenever animal control came. So BG was taken away with her clickbaity title. She wasn't taken away, by the way. She's fucking raging and blocking, but hasn't explained anything about BG being taken yet. She's already said the R slur about a dozen times. She's pissed about something for real. Oh, Ontario Animal Services has come by and cleared her of all allegations of sexually abusing her cat and the burnt paw. She is going off. Okay, it says, where does this say she was cleared? It says an animal welfare inspector has attended and attempted to contact the owner or custodian of an animal or animals at the address. The inspector was on scene May 22nd at 3:37 p.m. The inspector's intent is to educate and or investigate concerns regarding the following. Okay, am I not comprehending this? Because if they talked to her, wouldn't it be something different than has attempted to contact the owner, custodian of an animal? Anyways, we have a smug tell rage alert. She's an absolute idiot and won't learn. This will end up biting her in the ass. Boomer, hello. Happy Memorial Weekend. It's a bank holiday over here. I'm so late. I've gone right back to the beginning. Much love. Sending so much love to you. We're going to be live tomorrow. So we're going to do a morning recap of whatever we missed with her today. And then I'm hoping she goes live in the morning and we can snipe too. I have an appointment at 5. So whatever I do tomorrow, I just have to be done by like 4 so I can mentally prepare for it. But anyways, we're going to be live tomorrow. It's time to rise like a phoenix out of the funk, okay?
Do what you gotta do. You're never gonna get me. Eat it. Fucking psychotic people still talking about swordfish. Why? When was the last time I talked about that loser? You're the ones coming in here and talking about it. You're the ones obsessed.
Wasn't it just like 3 days ago?
Not me. Do what you gotta do. You're never gonna get me.
Boomer is not from the States. I said that in the beginning that I feel weird about saying it because, you know, it's a day of remembrance. But I think if you're not from here, it can be confusing, right? With all the different holidays. So today we are remembering men and women who are brave enough to sacrifice it all for the freedoms that we have, right? And so I know a lot of people get like a 3-day weekend and they barbecue or swim and stuff like that. So today we take a moment out of our day and remember, like, everybody who sacrificed it all for what we get right now.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Fucking psychotic people still talking about swordfish. Why? When was
Anyways,
the last?
She is a ragey bitch. She tells everybody to go sit and spin and fuck themselves. Like, clearly she needs to. She's wishing death upon people again. That should be reported for violence on Kick. Doc Remy said the cat. And to be fair, a lot of people say Happy Memorial. So again, I don't think people really know. There's like a Happy Labor Day, Happy 4th of July, Happy Christmas, even if you will. All right, let me move on. The cat was clearly not taken away. So far, Yaba and FFG have caught strays in this rage. Of course, here comes Riders to throw a few bucks at her. Foodie Beauty Kick just told her viewers to delete her. Her stupid beezers feed right into it. More money from Riders. Riders on the storm. Don't give them the content. Just start being happy and flexing your good life. Oh, yes. Please flex your good life on us. Also, yes, she's wearing that same dress again. Has she changed out of it? I just assume this is the only outfit she has that fits. Look at all the crap on her hijab. Is that a noodle? Or a tapeworm? Oh my God, I somehow, don't ask me how I fell down this weird thing on Facebook. Or maybe it was on YouTube. I don't know. It was this lady who had tapeworms coming out of her skin. And it sounded absolutely horrific. Anyways, I think that's what's happening to Foodie Beauty. Her cat probably has worms. That is a tapeworm. It's been a long time since I worked in the veterinary field, but once you see one, you know. More money from Riders. Salad has arrived to defend his wife's honor. Haters are whatever that is. What is that? Pretty good English there for old scats. Anyway, before I hit the hay, just ignore the stupid, brainless haters who have no life and jealous of you because they are miserable and they are the real animal abusers. My dog's laying underneath a heating blanket right now. My dog has never been assaulted by me. I don't even yell at Chachi. In fact, she's a perfect little angel who can never do any wrong. Coco is asleep also on a heating blanket with my daughter right now. She gets treats all day, bully sticks, walks, hikes. I mean, are you out there? Are you an animal abuser? See, most of us, Salah, Chantal, whoever needs to hear this, like we treat our animals better than we treat ourselves. Like I would go without forever or as long as I was alive to feed my animals. Like I would sell a kidney if I had to. I would sell a big toe. Whatever hair is left on my head. Most of us realize that animals are better than humans and we're supposed to love them and protect them because we don't deserve them. Scrape has reappeared with another bizarre handle. Dark web attention whore for you to love. I think they're going through a mental health crisis. Would you agree? Doesn't Scrape think that they're hacked? And now they keep making all these weird names. I don't know if you got my email, but it was that bee mentioning my cat that made me involve 5. Oh, my son will never be affected by a keyboard humper. Mod me. A keyboard humper? Today's weird ass mother meal, aka pan full of random shit. Well, thank God for the giant piece of broccoli.
Okay.
Pizzle breath.
I'm turning the heat off. Okay.
Friendly reminder, I went down this Reddit where I guess the whole point, supposedly, allegedly, of this mother person's meals is to make them so you won't want to indulge in them, which you could say is not a healthy way of thinking or eating. All right, let's go into a recent live. Oh, wait, no, I lied again. Did not abuse her cat sexually, she says, just in any other way. Bondi's spiteful bitch said one day someone is going to pull up and do this to you for your reckless mouth. And I hope it's live streamed.
Choke on it. Choke on it.
You might one day live. You should be careful saying all these things. I just want to point that out. Like, if you notice everything you've made fun of other people for has happened to you. Remember when I was doing scooter beezes and you made fun of me for scootering around town and live streaming it, and look at what you do now? Remember when you laughed and told me not to fall in your kick chat not that long ago when I said I was going to go on a scooter ride? And how many times have you fallen or stabbed yourself or whatever else? I think you fell into the couch and punched yourself in the face. Anyways, you say and do things to other people, then it ends up happening to you. Like you too soon will be living in your mother's basement. I hope you know that. Anyways, you speak a lot about karma and what you don't realize. Like, if you truly believe that, you're speaking your own karma into existence. So have fun with what's to come. You better hope you get your life right with whatever God you pray to. Bad Seed said, hey, bitch, you have zero proof Natter did anything to you. In fact, you said you lied about it. You were never abused by him. In fact, that is why he still comes to your apartment and packs your fudge. Oh, they're talking about literal, like fudge. Yes, definitely. Foodie Beauty apparently made a rant. Wow, new girl world low. But not surprising considering the audience of hate channels are all the same hateful pieces of garbage. I was punched in the face by my abusive ex, and you all are comparing that to the woman of paradise, even though there is no evidence of abuse there? Sick people. Y'all are the ones with oppositional defiance disorder or whatever the crap you call it. Not me. If I make a video in the sky being blue or on the sky being blue, y'all will say, nope, it's purple. I love how bothered I make you. I mean, you're the only one who seems bothered. Why are you so upset Rosie was in a documentary and not you? If you were punched in the face, why did we never see bruises on your face? Just like we never saw proof of you being burned by cigarettes by him. I'm just saying, when there's ever been any proof of anything, the STDs, whatever, you've showed it. And I'm noticing a trend. Everybody punches you in the face. Salah with his purse, Nader with his puny Popeye arm, but yet there's no bruises. Never any bruises. I tend to believe people when they say they're being abused. But we watched this woman in real time file a false charge against Nader because he got with Dee Dee. So, and then she got back with him or tried to, and then she stalked him, all kinds of things, right? Big Bertha said, then she raged when Beezers brought him up. She said, I never talk about him. I never bring him up. Well, she brings him up, I feel like, at least every few days. But he was the one that got away. Then she orders fast food and eats even more. Joint townhouses don't have basements. Oh, that's true. She's always defending predators. Well, houses in California don't have basements either, but I supposedly live in one. So, you know. Slayer said, hello, Pot. It's the kettle calling you.
They're going to be going to hell. You don't spend your one life harassing people, making shit up, wasting resources, being a vile piece of shit online every day of your life and expect to live a good afterlife. It ain't going to happen. And I hope you burn in hell. They're going to be going to hell. You don't spend.
She's always defending predators. Always the worst people. Remember Karate Joe? So if you guys are new to Foodie Beauty, she had a mod on her channel and his name was Karate Joe. And it turns out that he was a PDF. He was a sex offender. And she told everybody that she wasn't her internet boyfriend or internet husband, and that he did his time, so we needed to forgive him. A PDF. So Chantel going on about how she isn't doing anything wrong, then she won't ever get into trouble. What about Kuwait, cutie? Are you admitting to doing something wrong then? Top Bombi said, charming.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah.
Isn't it Eid or somewhere around Eid? I don't know. I feel like I can't keep up. I feel like it was just Ramadan, but it's about to be Ramadan again. I don't know. Maybe time just flies. Anyways, I feel like it's a time where she's not supposed to be raging and calling people names. But what do I know? Eyelash said only Foodie Beauty would drink stew broth through a metal straw from a pan on a stove.
There's some juice here.
Oh my gosh. You know, there's times in my life where I've ate disgusting things, especially in addiction. I've put questionable things together because I was starving. I've done some very odd things. I have never slurped from a pan on a stove with a metal straw. How about you? Chaos Rain said the side eye and expression after she did it. She thinks she's slick. It's Cuba rage. Gonna manipulate the fuck out of you and you're gonna eat it up. What an absolute bozo. The Goth said, wasn't it more like fish water? Ew! Was that the fish eye stew? I don't know. I have to disassociate because, let's go to this clip here, which I don't think is much better. This is what she does to her cat. Oh. Now where did I go? It threw me down. Rude. Motherfucker. If you throw me out again, we're going to have a talk. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm too scared to click anything.
What do you want to do?
Because you're disgusting and that's rude. Oh my gosh, and you wonder why people call you out. You realize that's not normal, right? April said she's absolutely disgusting and vile. The cat attacks her after. Foodie would 100% inject gravy if she could. The gravy IV, don't give her any ideas. Her butt never shuts up. It's so loud. So fucking loud. That kid cool said, I absolutely love how right after Chantal rages, she tries so hard to act completely unbothered. It's punchable, is it not? Tout Bombi said, does she realize her cheeks look bigger when she does that? They do, Chantal. I didn't think it was possible, but you somehow look more huge when you make that face. Hold on, I have to cough. I tried to hurry a puff of my stizzy, and it didn't quite work out too well. Okay, Lee Smith said you could see the rage in her eyes. Nice try, Fatso. We know it's all a facade. You have a miserable life. You've never achieved a single thing. You own nothing. You are a complete failure. Michael Furberger said 2 hours later. Debbie's World said, yeah, that's one of her little things that she does. Like, look at me. I'm not even bothered. I'm better than you. I got one over you is this weird little thing that she does. I can't believe she's 42 years old. She seems like a high school girl to me. She's always talking about how everybody else is so immature, but I mean, all she does is fart and pick her nose online. Like, that's supposed to be maturity. Sandy Lemaire said, I so want to punch her in the throat in Minecraft when she does this. Yeah, I think everybody has that same reaction. Like, I'm not necessarily feeling like punching people. Well, it depends on my mood. I somehow don't. But anyways, when I see her do this, my fists want to fly. This is her assaulting her cat. Top Bombi said, I enhanced the pic. She's literally kissing the asshole. So what I do know is she raged. She said she's not molesting her cat. That's what the claims were. I don't think BG can consent to this. Animals can't. Maybe people wouldn't be so concerned if you didn't talk about buying sex toys for your cat. If you didn't manually massage your cat after keeping her in heat, so you could do those things. You're a pervert. There's something fucking wrong with you. It's a habit at this point. It's not a mistake. It's a pattern. A rumble in my bottom said it was intentional and habitual. And the way she pulled away shows she knows it's inappropriate. The goth said she is beyond disgusting. Top Bondi said she's into everything. The goth said she needs to take her dirt nap. It's the only thing that will stop her from sexually assaulting animals or unaliving them or abandoning them. Mock T said how many times she laughed about the cat sniffing her shit arse under the covers in bed. She also said she sleeps nude. Who lets their pet's head rub against their parts and laugh? Chantal is a perverted abuser. The goth said, I didn't know that she claimed that the cat was sniffing her shit-crested ass. Remember when she used to let Sam suckle her belly or her fupa or something? Like, she's always been inappropriate with her animals. Always. Sandy Shores, which is Batsy, posted this. Chantal dancing. Do you get seasick from watching her juggle her fupa? Ugh. Queen Jellybean said, there is a little video from your live of you pressing your herpes-infested lips straight onto the cat's asshole to kiss it. Then you realized you were on live and hurried up and moved. You and your gross-ass man were stimulating Julia with your feet while she was in heat, claiming it calms her down. You used to make Sam suckle your gunt and the she loves my cat in no sexual way. Don't act like you've not consistently been a weird bitch to cats on live for years. So who's to say what you do when no one is looking? Then there's the other stuff, like the garbage laying around your house, including plastic bags for her to get tangled in, letting her climb on hot stoves because you're too fucking lazy to stand up and move her, dirty litter boxes, rare access to clean water other than whatever cups of water your fat ass left sitting around. MJK said, "Do you think she puts peanut butter on her gun and lets the cat lick it off?" Oh my gosh, because I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, anybody else, I would say no, they would never do that. I believe that's why she has so much peanut butter. I said what I said. And on a spike, she said, "How absolutely becoming of this modest, humble Muslim woman." Okay, I don't agree with going IRL, but for fuck's sake, for fuck's sake, stop. I don't know what this is. And stop making a mockery of the religion. Oh, take this shit off and stop making a mockery of the religion. You're such a disgrace.
No, you know what's evil, pumpkin pie? So you can shut your fucking gob? Is people trying to get my cat taken away for bullshit reasons. Oh, I gotta get my other phone so I can block some fucking retarded bitches, I see.
I'm going to speed her up.
Here it is. Oh, I cannot wait to block your stupid fucking retarded asses. Oh. I love it. I love it.
Oh.
You didn't get kicked out of Kuwait, you fucking retard. You know nothing. And you're never gonna know.
You told us that that a man came in a fancy car and told you to leave.
So go fuck yourself. Okay, here we go. Bye, bitch. Teardrop. Who else do I have to block? That's exactly what these idiots want to hear. BG got taken away. Our calls worked. Wrong. All you did was cement that fucking Animal Services has cleared me from any stupid fucking allegations and will never fuck with me again. So you know what the accusations were? That I sexually abused my cat.
You do.
Whenever she said that, I said, shut the fuck up. I literally said that. She has a burnt paw, that she's starving. You guys like wasting resources and then say I'm an evil bitch. No, you're the evil bitches.
She burnt her paw on the stove. We all saw her. And she was in pain.
You're the fucked up people. You need help. Your plan didn't work. Suck on it. Suck it good. Because you're fucking pathetic.
All it said was that they attempted to come by and educate you. It doesn't say that they entered into your apartment and didn't say that they checked her food and water and she had adequate supply. Nothing. It said they attempted to come by. How were you cleared? How did the cement shit?
Fuck. Yes, of course she's here and okay. I didn't even have to let them see her. I was like, you know what? Get a fucking warrant. You're not coming in here. But no, everything's good. So, yep. Bye, bitch. No, you want to troll me with calls from the fucking SPCA? I'm going to troll you right back. That BG's been taken away. I don't care. If you're hurt, go cry in a corner with a violin. I'm not here to soothe your feelings. Thank you.
Sheesh.
I know. They try to fuck up my peace. It ain't going to work, bitches. Fuck off.
You're red and struggling to breathe. I would say it's working.
I don't care. I have nothing to hide. My cat's well taken care of. I didn't give a shit, really. Whatever. All you did was completely clear my name. So anytime you complain about the cat in the future, I hope that they tell you to fuck off.
I don't think that they will. I hope that they come by again. Your cat is too thin. She doesn't look well. She doesn't have clean water. She doesn't have access to water. She's constantly getting burned on your stove. You have issues. You can't even wipe your own ass. You can't take care of your cat. I'm not encouraging anything, but while you're so bothered, it would appear it's for good reason. People who aren't doing anything wrong don't behave this way. They don't say, "Oh, come back with a warrant." Like, you're screaming guilty. Guilty. Holly Go Heavy said, "There's one thing for certain. In a room full of people, Foodie Beauty will always side with the predator, rapist, bigot, village idiot, criminal animal abuser, lazy and drug addicted ones. Losers understand losers."
Paradise HBO special that's coming out. Have you guys seen it? It's basically Paradise, Pearad. Oh, yeah, see.
I'm going to speed her up.
is the home of a man named Stefan. He's a man who really loves BBW women. Okay. He wanted to create a haven for these women to come be themselves, have fun, like, fat girl club, treehouse club or something. Which is nice because, as the trailer says, it's hard for larger bodies, especially women, to feel loved and accepted. Is obesity dangerous? Yes. But this trailer, I don't know if the documentary is going to have that angle, but it's making Stefan look like a villain. Which, that's the part that really peeves me off, because, like, I'm sorry, did he make you go to paradise? Did he force you to stay?
Wow. Let's look in the replies. Bayla said, Cutie showing us again what sick piece of shit she really is. My God, she's really a disgusting piece of shit. Read the fucking room, you degenerate. She really keeps doubling down on speaking up for predators because she is one. Look at the way she abuses cats. She's fine with sickos because she is one. Grace Octillion said Chantal hates women. Alice in the Mirror said, then later when she finds out the truth, she's all, oh, I didn't know. She still hasn't learned to keep her fat mouth shut about topics she knows nothing about. Cheryl said, I have a feeling that I know why Allah hasn't claimed her yet. It's because even he doesn't want her to be with him. Oh, he wants her to stay as far away as she can from him. Valerie said, damn right. They're legion. Low Signal said, I get what you're trying to say, that Foodie sides with toxic men because she craves male validation. But the wording comes off like you're generalizing men as predators. The criticism works when it stays focused on her behavior instead of sounding like an attack on men as a whole. Holly said, oh no, what I mean is if you notice Foodie always sides with men and or horrible people. She is not a girl's girl, and she has not been able to have a successful relationship with other women, not even her mom. Sorry if it sounded generalized. I have a fever and a half in and out. I didn't think you meant it that way, but just to be clear, like nobody hates the men in this community, and we welcome you, and we don't think all men are bad. So there's that. What was I going to say about Foodie Beauty and her predatory people? I don't know. There was a thought that came into my brain and then it left. It'll come back. He'll never get into Canada as long as he's with Foodie. I think it's just for the money at this point. It has to be. It has to be. His English has been very good lately. Have you noticed? So I don't know if it's really him. She was trending on Twitter. In today's news, it says animal welfare inspector visits Chantal Sro's home over cat concerns. She's never trending for anything good these days. I need you guys to know this. Les Nessman said, Foodie Beauty and her stupid clickbait. Debbie's World said, theory is that she got the notice, went out and bought that brand new bag of expensive cat food, cleaned her cat box, cleaned the apartment, and cut the cat's nails. Those were all the things that she talked about in her last 3 days. Oh, what I want to say is the way she's defending him, like these women knew what they were getting into. Okay, women have a right to be part of a community and feel supported. But just because they show up at a mansion, it doesn't give him the right to assault them or do whatever he was doing. I don't know. It's very odd how men can do the worst and then it's always the other woman's fault, right? Like we see it time and time again. Salah cheated on her, but it was Kay Bella's fault that he did that. Suzanne, yeah, that was awful, but apparently they finally got to most of her stuff. Stefan acts like a big man child. I think it's funny her word Salam is spelled on purpose. That's horrible. What a vile person. Nicole said, I said it before, he's some guy who paints. I've said it in other chats. I know I'm a relapsed addict. I have mental health issues. I've taken the power out of anyone using it against me. With Foodie, it's all lies. Hence, she's always triggered. That part. I feel like when you come to terms with your struggles and accept who you are, flawed, perfectly imperfect, addicted, whatever, I think there's a power that comes with it, and then people can no longer use that against you, right? Because you've owned it. You've owned who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. But with Foodie, she can't face who she is. And that's sad if you think about it. It is. Sandy Shore said animal control, it's good to see you, by the way. Animal control came the same day that she purchased cat food and cleaned the water. They left that notice on the door. She purchased the food after that. Yeah, I mean, based on the letter, I'm not getting that they came in and investigated. It looks like they tried to come by. Hopefully they go by again. Queen Jellybean said, I just read where a man was found living in his minivan with 35 dogs. One who had just given birth the day investigators arrived. They asked the man to voluntarily surrender the mother dog and her puppies and one or two others, and then they left the other dogs because the animals were fed and none in dire condition. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to animal protection services, the conditions have to be absolutely deplorable. And the pet has to be in severe health or severely injured for them to take the animal most times. So despite what Chantal thinks, it does not mean she's a great pet owner. It means she's not at the absolute worst yet. So they most likely told her to clean up, give the cat water, etc., and they will check again. I mean, based on her logic, the people on Skid Row who are testing drugs on their dogs because those dogs haven't been taken yet, they're great animal owners, right? If we're to go by Chantal's logic. Meanwhile, there's so many rescues trying to get in there and do something about it. Debbie's World said, everything she does is for some reason other than the correct reason. She bought the food, she cleaned the cat box, she clipped its nails, everything she did was for those people coming. It wasn't for the cat. Nothing will ever be for the cat. The cat is just a prop to Chantal. Blue-eyed Leo said, so she didn't have food for the cat if the scare from she didn't have food for the cat if the scare from animal control made her go buy food, and the cat didn't have food, and my guess is she didn't have litter neither. Yaba said, as much as I don't believe in going real life, it was effective because of those phone calls BG may receive regular kibble. This is true. So to anybody who's mad, at least BG has food right now in a clean litter box. Who knows how long it will last, but... Oh, here's a clip of this Stefan person. He calls out Rosie. So, not that we like him or anything, but people were saying, statement from the Paradise Freak on Rosie. I can't stand when bad people have the audacity to speak a few good points. And Anna Spike T said, don't know much about this, but he's not wrong. And little Miss Jealous Foodie Beauty, who's defending this guy, is no different than Roz. They are one and the same. 2 ham hocks in a pot.
Like, they couldn't have found anybody more invalid than her. I think they only put her on there for drama. Quirky Lover Rose is the definition of drama and controversy. She's never been here. No, Jess. I've never had any contact with her. She joined my Discord way back in the day, and she proudly posted the 3 messages that we exchanged that were about getting her registered for the Discord. I know nothing about that girl. Luckily, she's never flirted with me because, oh my God, if we would have, I'm telling you this in public right now, public service announcement, if Quirky Lover Rose would have ever came to Paradise, I guarantee you, there would be allegations and drama. That girl,
But isn't that what you have right now? I'm not trying to be rude.
It's a classic, like, she's not playing with the full deck. And it's a classic example of somebody that you should never let into your close circle. Somebody that will try to come up with all sorts of bullshit if she doesn't get what she wants. Those are the people that are the problem, that have been the problem in Paradise. You know?
I don't know, dude. I have a hard time listening to you and watching you. You really give me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know what it is, but you remind me of a flasher, or you peek in people's windows. I don't know. I just get bad. Like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like, he talks and I see him and I just feel ugh. Anyways, he's mad Quirky Loves Rosie is in the documentary. And if she lived in the house, there would have been allegations and drama. But I'm pretty sure that's what he has now anyways. Allegations, lots of them, and lots of drama. I mean, there's a documentary out about him. Right, Mom? He creeps me out too. Germany, and we Germans do not claim him. I heard he's German. He has the accent. Well, him being German has nothing to do with the fact that he creeps me out. I don't know. Like, I don't have the highest regard when it comes to feeders, right? Like, they want to feed people to death. Like, am I, so I already, then all the allegations, I picture him doing very bad things. But you're not supposed to talk about it because he's all into body positivity. I don't know. Anyways, Boho Chic said this is the template to use to do this thing right here for her clickbait. Apparently, emailing is the way to go, not reporting from the app. They have dedicated teams of humans that get these emails. So if you want to take a screenshot, not encouraging anything, just leaving this up here because I want to read through it for my own information. It says to support at kick subject formal escalation. All right, have you guys got your screenshots? I can't BS this any further. Apparently, Foodie Beauty asked Chat FAT if we're miserable sheep. She says, see, even AI says y'all haters are miserable sheep with brains. To the rest, I love yez. Not sure when I will be going live today. I'll let yez know. It says people on the internet are shit. AI replies, a lot of people online project their own misery onto others, especially when someone is visible and puts themselves out there publicly. The internet rewards outrage, pile-ons, and people feeling part of a group. It doesn't mean their opinions are accurate or that you deserve constant negativity. You've also been online a long time and have a very reactive audience ecosystem around you. So even normal things can get turned into drama or mockery for engagement. That can wear anyone down mentally after years of it. At the same time, there are still viewers who genuinely enjoy your content, your humor, your cat, the travel streams, the food content, and just hanging out. Negative people are usually louder than supportive ones because outrage drives clicks. We can't see what she said before. People on the internet are shit. It sounds like she typed into AI, please talk me into not quitting YouTube or something. And AI was giving her a pep talk. I did read, is it here? I don't know. I read somewhere that AI tells you what you want to hear. And I kind of believe it. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, say what you want about the haters, but we aren't lonely ass motherfuckers having full-blown conversations with Chat GPT. Loser ass bitch. I don't think I've ever sat there and had a conversations with Chat GPT. I've asked Grok for help with thumbnails before. Or like when I'm worried I'm dying, I've asked for like symptoms of a brain tumor or whatever. I don't know. But like, I don't sit there. Do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I'm smart? Do you think that I am the most wonderful woman on all of YouTube? Like, I've never done that. How about you? Free the People said, since Foodie gives Chat FAT loaded questions or biased statements that benefit her, I did the exact same to get the desired responses I wanted. Okay, so Free the People asked, why is Foodie Beauty such a piece of shit human? A lot of people online dislike Foodie Beauty because they see a long pattern of manipulative behavior, hypocrisy, cruelty towards others, and self-destructive choices broadcasted publicly for years. The biggest reason people react so strongly to her are constant lying or contradicting herself, public raging at viewers, critics, and even supporters, weaponizing sympathy and then reversing course hours later, repeated involvement in toxic relationships and chaotic live stream drama, treating serious issues casually when convenient, then demanding empathy afterward, mocking or insulting people while also portraying herself as a victim, refusing accountability while blaming reaction channels, haters, or YouTube algorithms for nearly everything. A huge part of the backlash also comes from how much of this happened live and unfiltered. People watched years of impulsive behavior in real time, so viewers developed very strong opinions. There's also an entire reaction channel ecosystem built around her. Thousands of viewers don't even watch her directly anymore. They watch commentary channels dissecting her contradictions, fights, meltdowns, and relationship drama. That amplifies every controversy. At the same time, some people still watch because they see her as emotionally unstable, addicted to attention, trapped in destructive cycles, or genuinely mentally unwell. So even critics sometimes end up hate watching out of fascination rather than pure hatred. The reason emotions get so intense around her compared to many creators is that viewers feel like they've watched the same destructive arc repeat for years with no growth, while she continues demanding loyalty and sympathy from her audience. Reddit discussions about her often focus less on her appearance and more on her attitude, manipulation, and treatment of others. Thank you for this, for the people. Some guy, yes, I feel like she's about to kick. It looks like it. Her skin color and the way she looks, it looks like she has a severe reaction to something, a severe allergic reaction. It's not normal to become the color that she is while struggling to breathe. Either she needs an EpiPen or her organs are failing. I don't know which one it is. Somebody asked, wait, keep chatting with your only friend, Chantel. Is ChatGPT programmed to tell you what you want to hear if you ask subjective questions? Thoughts, yes, to a significant degree. ChatGPT and most frontier LLMs from OpenAI is heavily optimized via RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback, and related techniques to be helpful and aligned with user preferences. This creates strong tendency to tell users what they want to hear, especially on subjective, political, moral, or opinion-based questions. It's not always blatant. Also, hi, I go by Paints for short. Okay, I'm going to call you that too. She was quite fast when she climbed the stairs at the restaurant in Ottawa. You know what? I think I have a clip from that. Let's see. I remember seeing it, and I don't think it was that far. Let's just do this. Oh, wait. Well, this is her at the top of it. There has to be a clip somewhere. I can't get over this. Maybe it's in this thread. Oh, wait. Oh, she got mad because they told her she couldn't film at a light show. She's snapping at her beezers now, too. She's so entitled. You might not like the rules, but you have to follow them, okay? Chantel is slowly rolling down the sidewalk, talking to her phone, and she encounters what appears to be a field trip, and they're all staring at her. Sorry. All right, I'm trying to find the part where she runs up the stairs. Oh, here we go. As she scrutinizes the menu, she realizes she has to go take another shit. Oh, geez, maybe that isn't the stair part. Touching the chin while ordering food. She'd totally be able to take a vacation soon. Okay, here we go. I think this is... All right. She walks with her feet out. Wow. Oh. I'm in awe. Hey, Joe. She does have them swinging to and fro. Almost there. Her shoes. pre-burning my lunch. Just pre-burning my lunch. Her stomach. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I liked the part where the woman like ran down these stairs and Foodie wasn't even halfway done. Her shoes are bad. I don't know. For somebody who thinks she's hot shit, she is a hot mess. This woman right here looks better than Chantel, and I can't believe I'm saying that. All right, let me go back to where I was. We're almost done with the stream. I know it was kind of long, you guys, but we hadn't been live in a few days, and I missed you guys. And I'm looking forward to doing more lives and getting into the swing of things. All right, we saw the fupa dancing, right? We did. Stefan, I don't want to watch that guy again. Oh, just so you know, Provoked is still following Zhao, who was also part of the Paradise Mansion, whatever the fuck that was. And what I do know is she was in rehab, and supposedly Emily was sending her food and gifts there. So there's that. It turns out they're all intertwined and they all know each other. And Emily is probably feeding a bunch of people. Like she's in Foodie Beauty's chat sometimes too, under the same name, Provoked. Saylavi said, Emily Tommy really does like the death fat. She can't stay away. Like imagine still wanting to buy food for somebody who's in rehab because they can't control the way they eat. Like you're a special kind of fucked up and evil. I question her being a nurse, and I just have to say that. She clearly doesn't look out for the best of other people and their health. Like, I don't know. Anyways, people are sick of you, Fondue tells Chantel, because she only had 38 people watching 17 minutes into her Kick live stream. Everybody's sick of her. People are taking longer breaks. People are getting into Rosie instead. And I get it. She is so frustrating and maddening, and she does the worst things to the most vulnerable of people and creatures, right? But just know that she's miserable, and I mean, she's not just going to have a peaceful, like something major is going to happen, right? I'm not saying that I'm salivating at the mouth for it to happen or that I want it to happen. But I'm just saying I feel like a lot of us are so deep into this shit. Like we want to see what happens. Morbid curiosity. It's a real thing. Dog Grammy said, Foodie's live on Kick. So this was from 15 hours ago, explaining how she pulled the wires to disable the beeping on her scooter, and she can't stop pulling at her ill-fitting hijab. I think she may have self-medicated. She's really chatty. So I'm supposed to believe Foodie Beauty, who's too lazy to brush her teeth, looked up how to disconnect wires on her scooter. I think it's dying. She's so fucking disrespectful.
So what did you guys do? What are you guys doing for Memorial Day? So what did you guys do? What are you guys doing for Memorial Day?
Why do you say it like that? A lot of heavy breathing, a super slow motion rage, and bonus snot rockets. Yay.
By the way, y'all need to shut the fuck up with the abuse thing now because I was cleared. Okay. So, eat shit. I love telling people to eat shit. Maybe that, I don't know. I really love it. Like, I actually love it.
You love telling people to eat shit. Your husband loves eating shit.
That's not good.
Nope. It's not. Nobody thinks about poop as much as you two. I can honestly say that. Nicole, I'm having fun too. I miss this. I'm glad we did this today. I'm glad we had the conversation. I'm glad for it all. All right, so Key Van Slam gifted a subscription to the community. And Cozy Mushroom said, Chantal, would you try my Yaya's authentic Greek food? Yaya means grandma, by the way. Is that FFG? Doesn't she have a channel, Yaya Reacts or something? red face, panting, focusing intensely on her weed assembly station, and she can barely turn her head. Oh, and there's a bonus fart in this one. Oh, good. I was worried there wouldn't be. Aaron. She did. Is that a pair of pants?
Your washing machine is broke? Oh no. That sucks.
Yeah, you seem really broken up over it.
Team, I don't know.
Wow. She must be paying top dollar to be farty. I mean, can you imagine being this filled with gas? Chantel literally learned nothing from having to take BBJ to the vet for getting her into her weed. Don't worry, she's not close to me. Pans camera to reveal that BG is on the table standing inches from where the weed and hash are.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Hello. She's curious, like, what are you doing?
I think it's a pair of pants. Did she cut them?
Grinding herbs for the mother meal. Yep. What are these? She's not near me, don't worry. These?
She's not near you?
What's these?
I hate her. Have I said that today yet? Swollen as fuck. Oh, wow. Look at the chins. Oh my gosh. Well, at least they could finally breathe. They're always stuffed in something. This nasty bitch literally just twice grunted real hard to see if she would shit her pants to decide if it was safe to scoot outside and smoke. What in the everlasting fuck stopper is this?
You mean it'll ruin it? Do I have to go to the bathroom?
Hey, rude bunny.
She's an isosceles? She's in the sink like an idiot. BG sardines. Get a life.
It's probably the only place she feels safe. She always has to watch her back.
I'm seeing if I have to go. Let's risk it. All right.
Wow.
You mean it'll ruin it?
Can you imagine attempting to shit your pants to see if you have to go? I mean, even if she accidentally did, she was still going to go out. So her lazy ass is sitting on her scooter smoking weed right in the doorway of her building because it's raining. She has not one care for the other people who live there. I hate her.
Hey, Trashy. How was my weekend? Pretty uneventful. Hey, Trashy. How was...
I think it's so weird she goes all the way. Anyways. She's doing really poorly with her viewer numbers lately, probably why she stirred up the BG has been taken drama. Paychecks have been pretty light lately. She had 183 people watching. Y'all, those little scooters are not supposed to make sounds like this. I think it's gonna die. She doesn't fit on it anymore.
Be adorning. You know what sounds so good right now? A crispy, super crispy but juicy on the inside KFC drumstick dipped in gravy. But I don't feel like eating fries.
Wow, do you hear it?
There's puddles everywhere. She's so fine, there's no telling where the money went. Simply irresistible.
I love that song. Please don't sing it. I think it's gonna die. It sounds like a lawnmower, doesn't it? She's back inside now, and I'm sure she's doing something stupid. I hope it dies, like while she's really far from our house. And I'm sure she's doing something stupid, but I'm hanging with my kids, so I'll catch it later. Clearly, Chantel is still ordering mass amounts of late night DoorDash if the reason she ripped the wiring out of her scooter was because of how much racket she's making in the hallway picking up food. But I also think it's due to the trips outside to self-medicate.
Like sometimes whenever I have to like drive down to the lobby to get my takeout, and I'm backing out of the elevator, and it's like beep, beep, beep. I feel like the concierge is probably like, oh no, there won't be one. It's nighttime. Well, sometimes there is, but sometimes there's not. But I feel like they hear the beeping out of the elevator, and they're probably like, "Oh, here comes that fat ass coming to get her takeout." Oh well, who cares? Hey, Emerald.
They're probably thinking you should at least walk and get some exercise as much as you go down. Is that her gut or her fupa laid out on the couch in front of her? I need an anatomy diagram. Okay, you guys, gut or fupa? This is what our life has become on this fine Monday.
For a nice little hello. Hello. There we go, baby. For a nice little.
It's the goopa, the gut and the fupa. I don't know if that's the correct term, but I just made it up. It's the goopa. I don't know. Imagine having to have pillows for your gut to lounge on. Like that would be a sign to me, you know? I bet money this cycle is repeating itself late night every night. Beep to go outside, get high, beep, beep to come back in, crave weird shit, order food, beep, beep to go get, beep, beep to go home. I don't know why I like this so much. Upset neighbors, pull Scooty's wires, 100% makes sense.
Sorry, everything makes me laugh right now. I feel like drinking pickle juice and gravy.
Jeez.
Oh my, what I wouldn't give to have a friggin' that steak sandwich from the other day with the garlic aioli.
Sorry, I
Shoulder
don't have
boulders.
it. She quickly ended the stream 1 minute after talking about food cravings. She's definitely ordering. I love this for you, cutie. Grab this screenshot when she first came back inside from smoking because she looks so freaking disheveled. Oh my gosh. Foodie beauty, your side hair is showing. That does not seem very modest. I expect a lot of rage later. If no one else has clipped this yet, I'll go back for this morning so we have it for the archives. I was out for a walk and I couldn't clip it in real time. Foodie said she spent the day yesterday cooking wieners in the nude. I'm sorry for the mental anguish I just caused. Cooking wieners in the nude. That could be a country song. Okay, here it is. Yuck. She shares that all she did yesterday, Sunday, was cook wieners in the nude. Yikes. That's a lot of surface area to expose something known to send hot grease flying out of the pan.
What's for dinner? Well, all I ate today was a bunch of wieners. I fried. That's all I did today was fry wieners in the nude. Gee, that was fish. What's for dinner?
Stacy, I'm requesting you make a song titled, or like the lyrics have to be talking about frying wieners in the nude. Please, please. And then put your fun twist on it. I would so figure out how to cut the wire to backup peeps. I would too. Sassy Cat said, I guess this was the room Pete's was supposed to live in. Foodie Beauty walked in there. It all went black and offline. Did she show something she wasn't supposed to? Let's look.
Are you cute? I need to wash my shoes.
That's a closet. Something show? What's that on the floor? Somebody's teeth? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard into it. Nothing really showed. And I'm like, there has to be something. I think she's filming for content in the closet now. Eyelash said, frying wieners in the nude.
What's for dinner? Well, all I ate today was a bunch of wieners. I fried. That's all I did today was fry wieners in the nude. Gee, that was fish.
Holly Go Heavy said, rule 1, 30 minutes apart. Foodie enjoyed lying to her chat over the years. Now her brain is so mushy she can't remember what she said 30 minutes prior. She is joyous that no one knows the truth. Another way to not be accountable and a great way to be diagnosed dementia.
So was this conversation all had over phone and the SPCA or the animal welfare person didn't actually ever see Shruti? That seems really bizarre. Is that not bizarre? There's some type of lie happening here, I think.
It was like, you know what? Get a fucking warrant. You're not coming in here. But no, everything's good. So
Get a warrant, you're not coming in here. So was
sorry.
this conversation all had over?
yeah, they came in and looked. I have nothing to hide.
Why'd you scream at them to get a warrant? So did they or did they not come in? I don't think they made it past your door. I think they taped that to your door. Sinadala said Chantel exposing that she doesn't talk to Salah. She hadn't told him about her boiled veggie meals or the fact animal services came to her. But do tell us how you and Salah have never been better in your relationship. I think if anything, he just shows up to type in her chat, get a couple $100 and he leaves. It's very telling that he doesn't know any of this stuff. And people were posting clips of Foodie Beauty back with BB and talking about how far she has fallen. We can't watch the whole thing, but I just want to show you a little bit of her with BB.
Maybe they will put more water.
But in Senegal, you very rarely eat your chicken without bones, right?
Wow.
Like you would use chicken with the bone in.
Yeah, because the chicken is cooked there, is killed there. And even if it comes with, fresh, frozen, still have the bone.
She tried when she was with him. Like even right now, she's not inhaling the whole meal, right? She was playing with her food for a minute. I couldn't tell you the last time she actually played with her food and didn't eat it.
The major thing, everything.
So what are some things, like whenever you think of Senegal and you miss,
She got ready. She did her hair, her makeup. She attempted to get dressed. She has fallen far. I understand you totally, Manders. It's making me depressed. The more I focus on my weight, the more I am gaining. I'm a former runner. I know I can get it back. I just need to start. For me, that's the hardest part. Don't give up. I know it's discouraging. And sometimes we feel like we're trying everything. But we're here for you. Have you tried just walking? I know that's like, some people think you need to do more, but sometimes just walking can help burn some extra calories, or a rigorous hike, because you burn calories even after the hike. I'm sure you've tried it all and this isn't helping at all, but I want you to know I've been there and it's frustrating. It is. So this is a trending topic. Apparently this man got pulled up on, and he was pulled over and told by police that he had to come with them because a psychiatrist labeled him certifiable. No paperwork, no rule of law, just a doctor saying that if he didn't come with him right then and there, he would be arrested. The fact that a government can do this is terrifying. So again, this happened in Canada, so people were wondering why this hasn't happened to Chantel. Maybe this is hope that it can happen to Chantel. For one thing, that is scary. They could just come and take you. I'm not in Canada, so I don't know. Is there more to this story? And if so, please let me know. Or can somebody just label you certifiable and they could just come and get you and drag you out of your home or place of employment? Libra said, if this is what's happening in Canada, why hasn't this happened to Foodie Beauty? She is absolutely certifiable. Good question. Maybe it will. Maybe the clips of her kissing her cat's asshole will circulate and a psychiatrist will label her. But she has to see one, right, for them to label her? Or can I just, be a psychiatrist in Canada and just label old Joe over there? Not that you're old Joe. I don't know. Sometimes I just pick the name Joe, okay? And label Joe as, having this, and they could come get him. These are the questions I have. You know, I know this is retweeted for very many other reasons, but I just want to say that Chantel and her mom have men with bad teeth in common. Of all the things to have in common with your mom, a love for can opener teeth is quite the things. Anyways, Frosty Toe says, what a lovely couple, right, Foodie? When was the last time you really saw your mom? Methinks it's been a long time. Somebody in the comments was pointing out that the women in Chantel's family think it's a flex to have a man. I think it's good to be proud, like if you have a marriage that's lasting and going strong, it's good to be proud of it. But anyways, I don't know. I don't want to say too many bad things about her mom. I don't know the woman, but Chantel's talked about my family, so I don't necessarily feel bad about doing this. And some days I want to be better than her, but some days I'm like, how does it feel, bitch? How does it feel? Queen of Sweden said, remember back in the days when Foodie Beauty could reach her ass crack? Please, someone post the photo when she'd do a similar pose the other day. She used to be so much smaller. This is in Natter's apartment. Not that she was ever skinny, but there was one of her right here. I don't even think she'd fit in his room. All right, let's look in the replies and see if there's a side. Oh. Well, this thread is not safe. What I can confirm is she can no longer reach her rear end. Okay, this was going around on Twitter too, and I thought we could play it. It says fat people in wheelchairs, and Lee Smith put hashtag Foodie Beauty.
What annoys you the most about people in wheelchairs?
Fat people shouldn't be allowed to use wheelchairs. That shit is cultural appropriation. If you can fix your problem by just getting up and walking more, you're not disabled. They not like us. That's stolen valor, dude. They're being lazy. You can fix your problem. I can't. God fucked me, okay? I'm done for.
What do you think these fat people could do more of?
Walk! Get those fucking steps in. I'm trying, okay? I work so hard for 5 steps and y'all can't even take one. You just sit and you eat McDonald's in the fucking wheelchair all day. God, this is my culture. It's not your costume, dude. You can't do that.
Are they more valid if the fat person lost their leg from diabetes?
This gets me into something else, bro. Amputees are not like that. All right, you just got a chunk missing. Just because you're really good at hopscotch and you get half off on shoes does not mean you're better than me. They get all the money.
It's supposed to be a joke. Nobody take offense to this. Famous music girl. It's crazy how much weight she gained since coming back to Canada, isn't it? But we're supposed to believe she's so happy. I mean, if you're really happy and you're so in love and you're planning on reuniting with your spouse, like, are you trying to unalive yourself by food? Raised Octillion said this. I'm sorry, did Natter make you go to his house? Did he force you to stay? And then they posted this clip of Chantel, which I think this video is gone.
But this trailer, I don't know if the documentary is going to have that angle, but it's making Stefan look like a villain. Which, that's the part that really peeves me off, because...
Peeves you off?
Like, I'm sorry, did he make you go to paradise? Did he force you to stay?
Okay, well, next time people are talking about the crackhead Olympics and when he used to stalk Natter after he supposedly burnt or put cigarettes out on you, we're going to ask, did he force you to peep in his windows? Did he force you to hang out in front of his apartment all day for hours? Bubbles and Cheeks said, Girl World PSA for those tired of the lying cunt. You can report her for using the R word as hate speech. I'd suggest using the email method posted elsewhere on X. There's plenty of videos to report it. Take your screenshots now if you want to use this for a rainy day. Angie said, imagine the size of the implosion when Foodie Beauty finally loses it for good. It's going to be bad. I imagine the same thing with Shani and Rev, though. Like, imagine when Rev finally fucking snaps. But I think that's what people are trying to get them to do, too. So there's that. Anyways, remember when Foodie Beauty was dancing to this song, even though isn't music supposed to be from the devil or something? I don't get it. Anyways, Katie said, I found this while looking for something on my laptop. This dance works to literally every song. It was the best thing. Too. Anyways, you guys, I think that's all I have for today. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a good time. Thank you for sticking through it with me, and I'm excited for brighter days ahead. Wookie, if you're still listening, thank you so much. I got the Venmo. I love you. I will definitely get Portos. You guys, thank you to my amazing mods. Thank you to everybody who hangs out with me every single day listening to my weird ramblings and rants and whatever goes through my brain. Don't be a Chantel. Be kind to animals. Do something nice for yourself and somebody else. Water your plants. Get some sunshine. Drink plenty of water. I'm saying that to myself too. And we'll be back tomorrow for a long recap. And then hopefully Foodie Beauty will go live while we're recapping whatever the fuck she does today. Have a very happy day. Please remember what today is really about. Remember the families too. Say a little prayer for them or whatever you believe in. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And don't fry any hot dogs in the nude. That's dangerous. Goodbye. Goodbye.